Soraya, I have and I practice the gift of discernment, and this is what I see when I look at...
Okay. All right, I'm gonna get my fortune. What is this, like a fortune teller? Okay, I'm gonna pull this up. I want to hear this. This is important.
Hi, my name is Soraya. I have and I practice the gift of discernment, and this is what I see when I look at Asmongold. I think that's how you say his name.
Yes.
So I am making this video as per one of my younger brother's requests. Shout out, Papaya! But this, I guess he really likes this guy, and he wanted me to do a reading on what I see when I look at him. So
I'm getting a TikTok tarot card reading. Is that right? Okay, good. Let's continue.
Let's do it. I'd like to preface this by saying I have never watched any of his videos before. I think he's either a gamer or a game commentator, and that's just not my thing. So yeah, I'm coming into this totally cold.
Okay.
Whew. Okay, so the first thing, very, very, very first thing, I get the feeling that he feels like he is worthless. And
sometimes, yeah.
that absolutely freaking breaks my heart.
I feel like a lot of people feel that way sometimes. I think that's normal.
I'm not sure exactly what his living situation is, but it feels dark and dank and very heavy and very oppressive.
I cleaned up my room.
I think that it's due largely to the lack of self-respect, not self-respect, the lack of self-care that he feels for himself, which is really, really sad. I'm also getting...
I'm going to be honest, guys. Whenever I went with Tectone and Emeru to this fortune teller, like 2 or 3 years ago, and she pulls my tarot cards, and it was like the 2 of Cups, the 6 of Cups, the 7 of Cups, the 4 of Cups, and it was all cups. And then Tectone goes, "Oh, like the ones in your room!" For about 3 seconds, I believed. I did, bro. That shit had me fucked up for like 3 seconds. I didn't know what to think.
The impression that his mother was a very large woman. I don't know if she was large.
There's no way you didn't look this up. So my mama... So a fortune teller's telling my mama's fat? Is she right? Damn, bro, like she called your mama fat.
You know, somebody who maybe was obese, or if she is just somebody who is energetically very large and maybe suffocating to him.
A little bit of both.
But that's the impression that I'm getting with that. Maybe not the most emotionally healthy mother. I'm also picking up on kind of similar to another video where I said absent father vibes. He's also giving absent father vibes. So I don't know if his dad was around growing up or
constantly. My dad was around constantly.
If his dad was just emotionally absent, maybe didn't give him the support that he needed. But
that's true. That's true, bro. I remember I cried telling my dad that I was sad that he was getting older and he was going to die. And my dad said, "Yep, that's right. That's what's going to happen. And it's going to get a lot worse than it is right now." So, I was thinking about barbecue tomorrow. That's about it.
He feels like he was so lonely growing up.
I was what? Wait, what?
Support that he needed, but he feels like he was so lonely growing up.
You could make an emotional argument like that, maybe a little bit, but for the most part, I mean, I actually had a lot of friends growing up. Like the thing is, like, I know a lot of people. Like, I've always had a lot of friends, and I feel like that's always been the way it's been for me, right? I mean, I guess for some people maybe that's not the case, but I always, growing up, I had a lot of friends. No siblings though. Yeah, I was a little bit lonely because I didn't have siblings. Yeah, sure.
Man, and interestingly enough, this is a really common thing that I've found with people who, have been hurt in their upbringing, but he feels like someone with a very tender heart. And I don't think
that's why I'm the most empathetic streamer. This is true.
He necessarily hides it either. I think that people that are
I tell people all the time
that know him well know that he has a really kind heart.
Yeah.
And
I'm a great guy,
really
is what she's saying.
Especially for, based on the things that I just said. that he has a hidden talent that he either hasn't shared with people or maybe hasn't totally developed yet, but he has something that he likes to do or wants to do. And
I think this is something that you tell losers whenever you give them tarot card readings so they can feel good about themselves. I really think that this is the kind of thing that, like, you know, whenever you take your kid, your parents come in, you're a kindergarten teacher, and this kid still can't figure out what a triangle is, and it's been like a month or 2 months, you're trying to teach the kid what a triangle is, and the kid doesn't understand it, and, you know, you're the teacher, and you're like, okay, your kid has a lot of potential. We just don't know what it is.
And maybe doesn't have the confidence to do it yet. But I want to know. I want to know what it is. Tell me.
A hidden talent. It's certainly not video games.
I get the impression that he has a friendship where he feels strongly connected to the other person, and
a lot of
maybe
people.
those feelings aren't reciprocated, at least maybe not in the way that he needs. And that's actually pretty sad too. Man, a lot of this is sad.
Jesus Christ. I don't think that's necessarily true. I think actually, okay, guys, come on, relax. I mean, I've actually always been very lucky with friends. I have been. I've always been extremely lucky. It's never really been an issue.
Gosh, he just has such a heaviness that he carries with him. And it's so sad to me because he has such a nice feeling soul. Like, he feels like a nice person.
Okay, now you know she's wrong.
But he's just carrying so much trauma. Man. He also has a leech-like, slug-like entity that kind of, let's see if I can get my hand to, like, do the
Oh, she's talking about my hair. Yep. Very common.
thing. He has a leech-like entity on his back that kind of goes down like this, about that far. So, like, it connects kind of at the back of his neck.
That's
and then
totally true.
Goes down to about mid-back. And it's very dark and somber, and it's just like, it feels like it's just sucking life
like
out of him.
Cyberpunk? The fuck?
So if I ever met with him in real life, I would probably start out by encouraging him to remove that entity from his body and cast it away in the name of Christ, and maybe pray for some healing, because it feels like there's been some damage done by that thing that's on his back. Ooh, he also has some words that he needs to say. I think to his father, and it feels like they're really, really deep in his gut. Like, a lot of times when people have words that are unsaid, it like gets trapped in their neck. His is like all the way down, like heavy in his gut. So with that said,
saying I'm fat?
I wouldn't be surprised if he has issues with digestion or if he gets frequent stomach aches.
Oh,
because that energy is super heavy.
Sometimes I'll wake up like
that's
that.
About all for him for now. I know that he has an online presence, obviously, because that's how my brother found him. But if any of you guys know him, feel free to maybe send him this video, and then he can watch it and tell me if I got any of it right or if I got any of it wrong. And also, if he ever was interested in wanting to do some emotional healing work, I'd be down. I would totally be down.
Wow.
Anyway, thank you for watching.
I can't believe that she called my mom fat in a polite way. And the crazy thing about it is that she was right. Yeah. My mom was fat. Yeah, that's true. That's funny. Yeah, you want me to get a tarot card reading? Is that it? Get one of those. I don't know if it's tarot card or anything like emotional healing stream win. Yeah, maybe. I'm not sure. And watch her talk smack about your emotions for 5 minutes. I don't take that stuff too serious. I don't worry about it, right? I think it's funny. Yeah, it is. It's funny, and I don't mind this kind of stuff. I think it's, it's interesting to talk about and look at. So close yet so far away. That's how these things work. Trying to leave things as ambiguous as possible for higher success ratio. Well, that's why I brought up the thing with mom. She basically read his horoscope. Enough big, strong words to feel meaningful, but vague enough to not mean anything specific. Yep. I can't get past the one eyebrow thing. I don't know about one eyebrow. And I really hope he watches this. Oh my God. Leave it on TikTok. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Yeah, sure. And yeah, you should know now the cups are gone. Definitely. And you're like a legendary roach? I guess so, man.